What's up, everybody? It's Picasso Dior here. Before I get into the video today, I just wanted to say I appreciate everybody who be tuning into my music, giving support back, just anything in general dealing with my music. I hope y'all, enjoy as much as I do, and more music coming soon. This is my first video I'm really doing. Just trying to get in tune with y'all more, build a core audience, being one with my peoples, I really fuck with y'all heavy. So, I really want to get in this first video and talk about, as a musical artist working a 9 to 5, how difficult it may be, or really having an overthinking mindset that this shit not gonna really go nowhere. But I don't really want anybody to think about like things like that negatively, because things happen for a reason, of course. So when you going through life as a artist or producer and you don't know, like, is this shit working now? I got so many things that I could be doing, but music is that main thing that you really want to do, but you got work, so shit like blocks out what you really want to do when you get home, or when you get to the studio, or if you're on BandLab, you gotta go on break, or whatever the case may be, bro. So I just want to talk about that today, a little bit, see how everybody on the same page, just if I can give different tips, just make sure everybody, has a positive mindset going through this music shit, working a 9 to 5, or, just different shit like that. So I'm gonna get into it. So basically what I really want to talk about is why you should, stay positive while working a 9 to 5, because say you're overthinking and you work at your family's, restaurant, wherever the case may be, right? And they want you, I'm lagging hard as fuck. So basically, say, you want your family to be on the same level of your music on how you love it, or they're not really, showing the same type of enthusiasm or love that you got for it. Anytime you bring in, like, say, oh my gosh, mom, or this and that, dad, I just got such and such plays, or such and such just, liked my stuff. What's the main thing they gonna say? Are you getting paid? Are you getting money? Growing up, I'm not gonna lie, that's what I had to deal with, bro. Growing up, my parents really had to make sure if I was really doing this music shit, I had to have a 9 to 5, because I wasn't going to school. I didn't like school at all. School was not for me personally. And, school is for everybody else, who loves school. But me personally, I wasn't fucking with it. So I didn't go to college after I graduated. So I instantly just got my first job when I was 18. But I always wanted to do this music shit since I was a kid, Music is my passion, music is my love, music is my first choice of everything, you know what I'm saying? I love music. So when you work in like a 9 to 5, shit like that can get in the way. Or even if you're going to school and you really want to be on your music shit, certain shit might be in the way. You got homework and you really want to make this song that you've been holding off on for the longest, Shit like that can really like ruin your spirit of want to be in the industry, or actually doing something you love, Just seeing all these niggas, blow up, and you're like, damn, that could be me, this and that. Or you be like, damn, I'm not working hard enough like these niggas. Never put yourself in anybody else's shoes, bro. That's one thing I had to learn, is never put yourself in anybody else's shoes, because everybody's life is different. Everybody's choices is different. You don't know what that person had to do to get to where he's at, or you don't know what that person most likely would have done, this and that. So many situations in life on where a person's at. That's why everybody's life is different, Not just speaking from a general perspective, So I don't even know that's the word. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little, fried. But everybody in life got their own, thing going on for themselves. So you really just gotta be focused and never lose track. Oh shit. And never lose track on what you want, So things that help me in life to kind of stay focused and not overthink as much when it comes to this music shit while working is, bro, just have fun with this shit, bro. Don't think about the numbers. Don't think about followers. Don't think about none of that, honestly, bro. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. That's one thing my producer, shout out JD Beats, he's a go-to producer, He told me a long time ago, like, this music shit, don't look at it as like a job or even though you're supposed to. But bro, honestly, just do the shit to have fun. Cause the numbers and all that's gonna come when you're not thinking about it, bro. Honestly, truthfully. So when you're doing that, try not to, overthink as much when it comes to that aspect, because it's gonna come. Just have fun with it, drop music, and just keep doing what you gotta do. Definitely get your name out there at your job or whoever can help you out, because networking goes a long way. Networking definitely goes a long way, and you never know what you can meet. You never know who you expect to meet, bro. There's a lot of people. I work at Amazon, man. There's a lot of people that you'll never expect that can help you go a long way, getting your name out there and stuff. I've done a couple shows now just by being cool with certain niggas that are genuine as fuck. They also want to make sure everybody else is getting that bag or winning as well. Everybody coming up together. So you just got to find people that's cool if they also make music at your job that can also help you stay in tune with that music shit, because honestly, staying in tune with this music shit with other people is gonna help your drive even more, because y'all can collab, this and that when y'all get off work. You never, different stuff. But overall, people just get self-doubt so much while working, and it's understandable. It's understandable because, bro, who's gonna be working when you could be doing so much more in life, or you could be doing so much more to progress where you want to be in life, and this shit's holding you back, but you need money, you gotta pay bills, that check about to help you with so much stuff. And bro, I understand that completely. I'm going through that as well, but at the same time, never lose that feeling you had for music because something you feel like is in the way of what you could be doing. It's other things to overpower that, just by staying positive and knowing that's gonna be alright and making sure everything goes straight. If you keep yourself in line, positive mindset, just keep grinding and keep dropping. Just never stop dropping. Never stop. If people tell you dropping too much, bro, don't listen to them. Take breaks, of course, but bro, never stop dropping, bro. Never stop dropping, bro. Never stop. It's gonna help you the longest way, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro. It was so many times where I had to actually talk to my homies or peoples around me where they be thinking I'm dropping too much. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm asking people, like, my supporters around me, like, do you think I'm dropping too much on live? I'm like, do you think I drop too much? They're like, no, man, you don't drop too much. You need to drop more. So I'm like, okay, cool. So, bro, that dropping consistently, obviously just staying in tune with your sound while at work, listen back to your tracks. That's what I do. I be chilling, listen to my music, making sure everything's in tune, making sure, this is the right level I want everything to be at, because, bro, at the same time, no job is going to hold you back to what you want to do if you really want that shit, bro. Niggas be at work grinding every fucking day. You got to realize that. The next man beside you, the next man, whoever the fuck is in your state, whoever the case may be across the world, anywhere, bro, is grinding way harder than you are because you're losing focus on what you love because of a job. That's where it sucks at, because you losing something you love over a job, a job that's not gonna care about you in the next whatever years, so they can replace you in an instant. You know how crazy that is? A job doesn't care about you, bro. And that's what people gotta understand with passion. People who has passion for a lot of things, like in life, they get caught up in so much shit at work. They're like, damn, I really gotta let go of what I really love to keep focusing on what I gotta do in order to pay bills and this and that. That's understandable. I'm not knocking nobody down for that. You gotta do what you gotta do, But bro, at the end of the day, you can pay bills and still do what you love. At a certain age point, okay, that's understandable, Everybody got that point in time where you feel you gotta hang it up. But some people feel like they can keep doing it, then shit, keep doing it. That's what the love is for. Music is for everything. Music is supposed to be here to make you happy. Music is supposed to make you dance. Music is supposed to make you drive. You listen to music at work probably every day, just to make sure your day is going. Music is a beautiful thing. And when you found that passion to be connected with music, and you can do some gifted things with it, but something's holding you back, don't let it hold you back, bro. You never let it hold it back. Never let it hold you back, bro. I'm sorry. Because, bro, at the end of the day, you let it hold you back, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna be like, man, I could have been kept going. I could have been this and that. I could have been this and that. I could have been this and that, you know? But over time, life happens for a reason. It's okay. I just sit back and think like, dang. I know some people like where I work at probably had some crazy dreams, some crazy ambitions, you know, things that they wanted to do in life that they couldn't do because of things like that got in the way. But you shouldn't let it get to you, man. You know, things happen for a reason. If you feel like you need a retrack on how to get that spark again, to make sure you know you love music, this and that, you know you gotta get that shit correct going, that's understandable. That's understandable, you know. Just make sure you know you have the right tools to keep that mindset going, honestly, because it is too much in the world where you should be losing hope and passion for things you love. Especially when it comes to the 9 to 5. That's where I'm really at, because I've seen so many beautiful, gifted people just be like, you know what, forget this. I gotta stay focused on my job. I gotta stay focused on this. I can't be focused on nothing else, so I'm hanging it up. That's a lot of things with sports or this and that, bro. If you have the power to know you can change something in the world, keep going till you reach that point where you're like, damn, I witnessed the shit that I was speaking to everybody that doubted me. And once that shit come to fruition, that junk gonna feel different, you know? I don't even know if I'm saying these shits right, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fried, but I'm being honest. I'm being honest, man. So I just want everybody to keep their head up, you know. Just honestly keep going. This was like this is like my first vid, so I'm really just trying shit, honestly. I just want to come through and just give y'all little tips here and there what helped me, bro. Because going through life is something, especially when you know you're gifted for something more. Music is a beautiful thing, bro. That's what I just want people to really understand. Like, you really just gotta understand to really love this shit. And it's like when you working, bro, that shit draining, bro. It's depressing. You just don't want to be at work. You want to be creating art. You want to be doing different stuff. You want to just be out there, man. You know, just doing something you love. So I'm not gonna hold it for too long. You know, I'm gonna let y'all do y'all thing. Having, you know, beautiful rest of y'all night or day wherever y'all at. You know, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Next video is, you know, gonna be better. This is just the first one. You know, I'm a little, I'm a little everywhere, you know. I just wanted to get this message out for people who really couldn't, you know, do it for themselves, you know. Because there's a lot of things in this world where it could be, you know, better, even outside of music, bro. Just life in general, bro. You know, I'm if you really know me, I'm a deep person. I like getting deep and personal, bro. That's why I'm gonna do a podcast too, bro. I like being deep and personal. Getting in tune with my peoples, man, you know, just being in tune with my peoples, bro. So I hope everybody has a beautiful, blessed one, you know, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.